Hopefully everyone can find us, Jake. We'll see if they can come back and find us. If not, get over here. Cars are going through. We're gonna go through the. Hold on. There's. See, this is the silliest thing they ever done here. Don't build it through the parking lot. Because you can't just walk it. Hey guys, I'm glad to see some of you could find me again. Come on, Jake. Oh, no, here comes another car. Like, there's a whole walking path here. A whole bloody walking path. And what do? They build it through the parking lot. Oh, brain dead people sometimes. So we're going through the Snowflake Arch. Pardon me. My dog is doing that again. This is actually disappointing. Very disappointing. The dog keeps doing circles around me here. Oh. Come on, Jake. Oh, my ears are freezing. I should have put a toque on. Come on. I'm going. Hello, are you at this site? Yeah, yes. I don't know what happened there, Deb. It ended for some reason my other one and started a fresh one. Sorry, I just got a sharp pain there. So I'm just gonna go through
Hi, Alfie. Did anyone bring me a coffee?
No, Alfie, I want a coffee though. We got Rudolph, the Peanut Gang. Except, I was gonna say no Snoopy. There he is. May the love, hope, and peace, which is Christmas, abide with you throughout the year. It's nice. I don't understand really what this is. Not too sure. No, you can't go in there. You're not baby Jesus. Jake's trying to get in the manger. No, sorry, Hugh. That was me. What? Look at this. The manger's empty. And here's a sign. Where is baby Jesus? He will arrive on Christmas.
I know. This is my favorite time of year.
And then I guess no idea about these pictures. No, you can't go behind the rope. Obey the laws, Jake. Come on, love. Oh, I'm so disappointed in this. I'm glad I didn't come last night.
I'm Alfie, the original elf on a shelf.
They used to have the lights that jumped, that looked like sleds were going down hills and everything. Santa's Village. Come on, Jake. We'll walk around and then it's not very long. So Hugh, how have you been? Yeah, abstract art. Oh, could've been. Hello, Pasta Carbonara. Welcome. Out on our little Christmas light walk. Jake wanted to put on his jeans and jacket. Poor Jake. Let me just see if I turn this on. Does that make it better? Oh, it might do a little bit better. We have the tangle of lights in North Carolina. You have to drive. Yeah. Well, this where we are is a big walking area through the waterfront, and for some reason they've put it all. Jake taking off on me.
Gingerbread man put under his blanket a cookie sheet. Don't touch my gumdrop buttons.
Oh, fuck. I wonder who at City Hall came up with those jokes.
Gingerbread man that tells jokes.
I wonder who came up with those jokes.
Doodle.
Okay.
What type of gingerbread man cookies fly?
Oh,
Plain ones.
Can't see him, so you gotta.
I like to be dipped in milk, but just to the toes.
Oh, they've got the pathway lit up here.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
I really thought this was going to be more. That voice sounds like Sarah Boone. Yeah. Can't walk this area too long. Several miles worth of lights and moving animatronic. Oh, that would be amazing. This used to be like that. This used to be really good. Hey, Tattles. How are you doing? We're just out for a night stroll, taking Jake for his walk and checking out the Christmas lights. I had to make it. I'm wondering who at City Hall came up with it, with those jokes, because they should be. Freaking Jake keeps wrapping me up. They need to be demoted. See, we used to have all kinds of these things. But this is a shame, because they used to have up on this like hill here, they'd have different paths and you'd have to walk. It usually took over an hour to walk this to see all the lights properly. But Jake don't care. He's just checking out all the poles. He's got me tripped up again. And they used to have music playing, and wow, I'm very shocked. A big difference from last year, that's for sure. Big difference. And this display last year, where it looks like they're skating, they had it like, it looked like a little like a pond or ice rink. And now it's just, let's just throw them here. No imagination. Like there's the big bridge that goes over, and that's our pier area where the boats all dock, which sadly they're all gone because it's that time of year. It's still nice to stroll through. Yep, it is. And it's a cold night, but it's not that cold. So I'm that's why I thought, oh well, I'll do this. I was gonna try to go live, and just sitting there at the desk, I was like so uncomfortable. So this is a nice one. I wish it had some extra different lights, not just the white. Like, so it would look like if the wheels were a different color and the horse and the carriage part was a different color, it'd give it more definition. Like, this tree was an afterthought. This tree was an absolute afterthought. We had a strand of lights left. What do we do with this, guys? We'll throw them right here. That's what we'll do. It's good for this year. Poor tree. Poor tree. Last year they had little pop-up shops that sold hot chocolate and beaver tails, things like that. But not this year, not in the budget. So what's everyone up to? What cases are you following right now? Come on, Jake. Jake's trying to make friends. You're welcome. Beaver tails. It's a pastry with different. You can put strawberries. All it is basically it's fried dough. And you put strawberries, different jams, chocolate, and then you put like the icing sugar on it. It's a Canadian thing, beaver tails. There's a new one, missing wife thought to be cut up and hidden by husband. Oh, dear Lord. It is absolutely not safe to be married. Honestly. No, leave it. It's garbage on the ground. Come on. Because, just in case we forget that we're in Canada, let's add it in our Christmas lights. Just saying. Who knows? This is Jake while we're walking. I have no idea who that person was. Haven't found body pieces believed to be scattered in. Oh, that's just horrible. There we go. Look at that. Come and get your picture taken with the polar bears. We got Grinch. Sorry guys, from an angle it says Whoville, but I thought it said something else. Okay, so here's where they usually have where you can get hot chocolate and stuff, but not today. Oh, there's a cute little thing where you can sit and have your picture taken on Snowman.
Snowmen fell from heaven unassembled.
Nancy, sit still. Thank you, Allie.
Come on, Bubs.
Katie. Turn around.
What did the police officer say when he saw the snowman steal it?
Oh, it's
Freeze!
Mom,
Hi. Hello.
he said freeze.
And guess what, guys? That is that for the lights. I thought it was going to be more than that. Really shocking. Like it used to, all this empty space used to have stuff. That is so sad. Husband arrested and held without bond. Mom and brother here in U.S. to get the baby girl left behind. Oh, I'm still listening for that, the copycat Adelson case. That's what I'm calling it. It's unfortunate because those children are now without any parent. Like some of these houses are just beautiful down here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, somebody's watching hockey. Oh no, it's not. It's football. It's football. But Copycat Adelson, what's next? Oh, these people, Hugh, were Googling Donna Adelson and Katie McBanawa and all that to learn about their case. So the daughter, the mother, and the brother unalived the daughter's husband, shot him. It's crazy. Oh, it's just like that's what I said. It's oh, last time I came down here, this house wasn't even done. Look at it now. It's getting ready to be. This that's why I say it's not even it's not even safe to be married anymore.
Oh, look at all the green spots. Wow.
Okay, sit. Wow.
Off the block.
Oh, we'll loop around. It's a big circle.
Oh, she is Deb.
There. I can find them. Everyone. Debbie's blocking.
Come on, Jake. I'm on Jake's time. Come on, love. Let's go. Come on. I wouldn't usually walk down here at this time of night in the dark, but I know there's a lot of people out, so right now.
Gotta go this way. Gotta look at more. Look at this big one. What? Look at the big one.
So cute watching the little ones. See the lights? It reminds me of when my son was little. When Christmas still had magic.
Sometimes you need to put your attitude on and dance like a penguin. Look, the penguins lay on their head.
Jake's like, I want to be the star of the show. Hey, Jake. Oh, we can't do that on YouTube, man. Get us in trouble. Get us in trouble. Careful, buddy. He hears a car, so he's getting really good at this. He hears a car, but he can't see it. Come on, Bubs. Quick, quick. Let's cross the road. Quick, quick. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Hurry up. Hurry up. You're going to get us hit by a car, man. There you go. Come on. There, you can be the star of the show again. I can't get over this little sweater outfit. It looks like a pair of jeans and a Letterman jacket. It's your turn to shine there, Jakey Poo. Benji says, I saw a funny video where a guy was scolding his vacuum and his 2 dogs were loving it. Are you kidding me, Benji? Oh God, that'd be brilliant. It always makes me wonder why dogs hate vacuums so much. Come on, Jake. Come on. You got mommy walking in circles here. Come on, love. There you go. Come on. So it's not a very far walk, but I'm getting my Pity Blue and Blue a sweater to go outside. They have no fur and Blue gets cold. Yeah. It is, well, especially for him, because he's so fine haired. Like, he's not, man, you can't do that on YouTube. We're gonna get in trouble. It is Hugh, but it's a very, we have a real bad homeless problem here. Really bad. Unfortunately, and nobody does nothing about it. So that's why down here, usually I won't walk at this time, like in this dark by myself. But because of the lights, you got a lot of people down here. Oh, bless you. And there's actually, bless you. You got the sneezes, man. And I've got my watchdog here. Like he's gonna do anything. All you gotta do is bend down and pet him, and he's your best friend. Sorry, he's got me raveled. Come on, tough guy, let's go. But did bring you down here during the day. Show you during the daytime. It pisses me off. Benji says, oh, first, sorry, Hugh says, I was gonna scold you about that dark street you're on. It's very, look, there is street lights, just don't work. Benji says it pisses me off that so much is put towards things like public libraries. Don't get me wrong, I love libraries when there are people that have nowhere to sleep. 100%. 100%. And those people that I've been watching, Cop Watch, Canada Cop Watch, and True North Transparency, they really are starting to highlight things like this. And like, look at these lights. Not even one. But if you're near a city structure, look at all those lights. But walking down a street, nothing. It's insanity. Oh, Deb, so do I. I do not enjoy winter at all. I hate it. I despise it. I just can't stand it. This place here was right full of these nice, beautiful big trees. And 2 years ago, we had a tornado, which was shocking, went through here and wiped out most of this area for the trees. That's all that's left of these big trees. A freak tornado. It was weird because the house beside me, a tree came down on their roof. House across from me lost all their fencing and damage to their roof. And my house, nothing. Boy, was I grateful. Like, this is just shocking, these lights. Look at this jackass. Look how fast he's flying. Kids play here. Kids are walking. It's a 40 zone. Jesus. I was always afraid to do this. I was always afraid to go for walks with the camera on because I didn't know if I was legally allowed to. But after watching those two guys, I was like, oh, okay. I have rights to do this. I'm good. I can't get in trouble. So yeah, I was mentioning that because of them two guys, I realized that I can do a FOIA request in Canada, and each place is different. So for a court case, you go to the courthouse. For the police station, for their body cams, you go there. Anything, like even the libraries. If there's an incident at a library, they have to give you a form to request a FOIA request for that incident. They don't have to give it to you. There's nowhere saying you can get it, but you can definitely request it. So I was going to request the body cams of my assailant. I don't know if it'll be healthy to do that, or it's two-sided. I don't know if it's going to be healthy or if it will be damaging to my psyche. Healthy in the ways of seeing that he was treated like a biatch. I'm trying to say words. Because I was getting in trouble for saying so many curse words on YouTube. They don't like it. So. Right. I don't like when people drive by you really slow. Deb said, oh, Melinda, hello from Massachusetts. I subscribed to you a while back. Hello, Melinda. Welcome back. Welcome back to me. I've been off because of surgery. Deb says, cool, Rochelle. That will give you access to a lot more info on things. Do you have a friend that can read your abuser stuff first before you do? It would just be the body cams that I'm requesting, right? I don't know. There's a message that's being held for review. Hold on, let me see if I can view this message. Oh, I know, Matrix. I know. Show Winter. In the U.S., each state has its own public record laws, and they vary greatly. Yeah, somebody's blasting Christmas carols. I don't know how you do that, but Yeah, so I was very shocked because I was told I couldn't get that information. But like I said, thank you to Canadian Cop Watch and True North Transparency, because I was watching one of their shows and they were requesting these body cam footage. So I sent an email and they replied to me and said, absolutely, I have the right. Deb says I should be able to view messages, but it flashed, then went away before I could respond. I think Winter said that Matrix says the F all the time. Yeah, Winter, honestly, it picks and chooses who it wants to, who the algorithm comes at. Jake, you haven't been out for a bit. You want to go for a little more? Come on. You haven't been out for a bit. So, yeah, the algorithm picks and chooses whose it's going to pick on. But these two houses here, they always put up Christmas stuff, but the problem is they never take it down. It's up all year round. It never comes down. Come on, babes. Yeah. Well, you know, I guess maybe they see you as a woman and you should be more, you shouldn't have a trucker mouth, maybe. I don't know. But I have a trucker mouth when I get angry. When I'm passionate about something or frustrated about something, the sailor comes out of me. We got this little display here. Like I said, these stay up all year. All year. They just don't light them up. It's a very odd thing to me. And then my house, there's no lights. None. It's like somebody would leave their Christmas tree up in the corner all year round. I don't understand it. Just trying to figure out which way to go because it's too dark down that way. Christmas in July house, yep. Stop. Let's go across the street. Come on. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Come on. Off the road, man. Come on. Come on. Get off the road. I swear sometimes he wants me to get hit by a car. Probably didn't get enough treats today. Come on. I know it's a little odd that we did this tonight, but I did miss you guys, so I thought at least get a little bit of a city workers flying down the street. Come on, love. Come on. Did you step into the twilight zone? Where is the people? They're gone. They're gone. Heading back towards my house now. Now it's just all dark. Like, this is just... These lights only light up underneath them. They don't light a big area. So you have dark pockets, which is actually quite dangerous. Come on, love. And then you got keep us with you till you get home, please. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like they're dark pockets. Like you can see the pockets where somebody could just be. It's insanity. Here's my biggest pet peeve. You're walking down a sidewalk. Somebody's got a bush. Look how much of the sidewalk is taken over by this bush. You would think they would have to trim it back so you could walk down the sidewalk. Come on, Jake. Sorry, guys, had to stop. He wrapped me up again. Like, oh, Louise, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Testing 1, 2, 3. Just a couple weeks back, somebody's car, they were flying through here, and this is a stop here, right here, and the person that had the right of way to come this way, to come like this person that was supposed to be stopped, ran the stoplight, nailed the car, and it went right into here, just missed these people's houses because they didn't stop. Like, took out, the bushes came out and they took out. But yeah, they didn't care, ran a stoplight or stop sign. Come on, love. I know there's people coming. Come on, you got me. You're here. You're good. Hey, how are you guys? Oh, living the dream. Come on, love. Come on. Jake sees neighbors, so he's got a test. What's the name of your town right there, Rochelle? Belleville. It's supposed to stand for Beautiful Village, is when it first got its name. A French settler settled here. First settler. He was French, and it was Beautiful Village, so that's how it got Belleville. Belleville. Two French words put together. Belle, Belle, and Ville. Hey, JJ. You're welcome, Deb. Hanging outside here because Jake don't want to go home yet. But I'm going to switch it. It's not because I've been okay, JJ. I'm going to switch the camera, guys. It's nothing against anybody, but it's my house and my address. So I'm going to turn that. Can you still hear me? Just let me know if you can still hear me. I've been good, JJ, just recovering. Yeah. Bonsoir. Good evening, all right? Good evening. I have nothing against you guys, and I know none of the coffee crew would harm me in any way. But you never know who's lurking in the backgrounds. Come on, guys. Come on, Jake. JJ, I had a hysterectomy. They found a cancerous tumor and elected to just take everything. Hey, Armand, how are you? Gotta take Jakey out of his. Take him out of it. It's good. You gotta wind. You gotta do all this just to go outside. So yeah, that's why I've been MIA, because of all that. But now I'm gonna take you guys with me to Tim Hortons. This is actually, you stay, Jake. Oh, so am I glad they found it, JJ. So am I. And you know what, guys? It was due to my stepmom, right? Because she would say, don't let it go. Go check it out. You've been complaining about this, all of that. And so I listened and I went. And because of that, they found it. And instead of just letting it go, they got right to it, which is very shocking for Ontario. Very, very shocking. Because usually, well, like my stepmom, she waited a year just to find out what was wrong with her. And then that was it. Look at these kids running behind your car. Oi, oi, oi. Waiting until 40 for Paps is wrong. Absolutely, JJ. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's ridiculous that. And now, not only that, guys, here's the kicker. Now I have to go having troubles with they're saying it's either heart palpitations, I'm probably saying it wrong because you all know I can't pronounce some words, or it's what's the word when you can't sleep apnea. It's unbelievable that I feel like my whole body is falling apart at the age of 40. I'm not even 40. I'm not even 48 yet. I won't be 48 till March. Oh no, I'll be 49. I don't even know how old I am. See how old I am? I can't even tell you how old I am. Well, I'll take you guys for a drive to Tim Hortons. I'm actually looking into getting a GoPro so we can go on car rides. I can take you to different places, take the coffee crew to different places. There's a place that people really wanted to ever see in Ontario, but they haven't been. Then, just some time we'll just go. I'll take us. know, because it's these cases and all this, and man, they can take a lot out of you. Really take a lot out of you. And for some of the ones that weren't on here earlier, or weren't on the early stream with me, that somehow reason we got disconnected, I got another correspondence, and in my opinion, somebody got reprimanded because what are you doing, buddy? See, this is why I want to go cam, because you guys would laugh at how people drive here. You would absolutely get a kick out of it. But that person lost their tablet for 10 days. So that to me sounds like they got in trouble. That it was a punishment. Or they got restricted from it for some reason. But hopefully, like I said, we'll learn a lot come December 10th. God, I hope so. Just see. Taking the coffee crew to Tim Hortons. It really does suck driving your car all bundled up in a winter jacket. Ugh. Just do not like that feeling.
How can I help you?
Yes, hello. Could I please have a large triple?
Sure.
And that's everything. Thank you. And there's another pet peeve, guys. When you say thank you and they don't say you're welcome. I've heard Donna's attorney spent the last 7 years running. Yep, she does, Armand. She owns that funeral home. Yep. I believe, from what I heard, is when she took her early, you don't see my finger air quotes, retirement, is when her and her husband bought a retirement from being a judge.
How can I help you?
Thank you. Have a good night. And don't even say you two. Oh, people. Rudeness of the people today. You're right, Hugh. But they don't. Like, even there, just as I was leaving, I said, she handed me my coffee, and I said, thank you, have a good night, and she just walked away. And that just baffles me. How people just don't get it. Like, does it, this world would be such a better place if people just gave somebody a smile or said, you're welcome. Try to get out. It would be a better place instead of trying to cut people up. And but I am a Canadian, I guess. Maybe I just... Oh, what could have taken to the Santa Claus parade was tonight? I didn't even know. Could have taken the coffee crew to the Santa Claus parade. Seeing all Yeah, you're right, Deb. Very respectful group. I'm just trying to figure out new things for us to talk about, new things for us to do. Because and I feel so bad that I've been MIA but I had to take care of my health. My amazing son and my sweet girl came down to stay with me for a bit. So that was awesome. And we got and I've been trying to work too. Oh, it takes a lot out of you. Sorry, the road is very bumpy, guys. You can probably hear it. We made it back unharmed. Let's see. There are new trials seeing a bench trial. I've been through the ringer with medical issues. I know, Hugh. Illegal killed a college girl. Oh, I seen that, Deb, yeah. I landed on the Matthew Rastelli case. Wife, Mill, and brother deleted him. Yes. Armand, that Matthew Rastelli case, that hasn't started yet, has it? Because I've been trying to keep my eye on that. And how are you doing, Hugh? You know what people had the gall to say to me when I was going through what I was going through? They were saying it was because it's my fault. Truly, this is what people were saying to me. It's your fault because you got vaccinated. Like, are they serious? Like, well, I'm not have one to say, not to have your opinions, because everybody's opinions are their opinions. They're allowed them. I'd be a hypocrite if I said otherwise. But at the same time, if somebody's going through something, you don't tell them it's their fault because, oh, guess what? You got vaccinated. Like, that's just absolutely baffling to me. Absolutely. Because, well, the person that said it to me, Deb, they said because the government was trying to eliminate me, and now I'm seeing how I'm being eliminated because I'm starting to get illnesses from being vaccinated. But like I said, again, I don't have a problem with people's opinions, but I think when you are talking to somebody that's going through it, you kind of need to just have a little more respect, I think. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Yeah, little Armand, thank you. That was the word I was looking for, compassion. Doesn't matter our views. Listen, like I said, I'd be the first one to never tell somebody not to think the way they think because I am one for people to always have their opinions. So, but I just couldn't believe it. I just shook my head and like, all right. Thanks for that. Deb says, I'm ex-military, unvaccinated, and have a big mouth. I would think government would be after someone like me, not you, Rochelle. Oh, I have a big mouth. I'll call out government any day. Yes, Louise, I am. I am alive. I will call out government any day. But I just thought that was so weird for someone to say to someone that was going through something. Hugh, you had COVID once. I, knock on wood, I have not. Now, did I get the 3 shots? Yes. But I didn't get any more than that. And the only reason I got the 3 shots is because they were telling my son he wouldn't be able to go to school if he wasn't vaccinated. So I went and got the first shot first. And they believe it was like 6 months prior to him. So I thought, if there's something really bad with this, I'm going to be my son's guinea pig. But I live in a country where it was compulsory during COVID. I got the 3 shots, and now people who have got 6. No, same here. Same here, Armand. It was compulsory. And, well, anybody that's seen the news, seen what kind of fight that was, but they tried to make the boosters compulsory, and thank you, truckers, is why that was not compulsory, and I never got the boosters. I said, no, you told me 1. Now I'm up to 3. I think that's enough. But we owe the truckers, Canadian truckers, American truckers, anyone that stood up to that, we owe them big time for that. Otherwise, I think they're up to 9 here now. Now, I have family members that have gotten all 9 and have gotten COVID more than once. So it doesn't make sense to me. But honestly, I think what really benefited me is because I live alone and I work alone. So I'm not around people all the time. So I think that really benefited me. Probably would have been fine without the vaccine because of that, but I had to do it for my son. So, but now I'm home, and now I gotta try to take some medicine, the pain medicine, because that walk took a little bit out of me. But I did feel bad for Jake. He's been so caught up in the house. Like, I have a big backyard, and as you can see, he's only tiny, but he was looking at the front door and crying, so I know that he was missing the great outdoors, the larger world out there. Yeah, so just because I'm still in quite a bit of pain, I don't know, Louise, if you heard, but I had a hysterectomy. That's why I haven't been around. And I'm going to give a shout out to Patty's Playhouse. She actually messaged me the other day and asked if everything was okay. So I really did appreciate that. That was very kind of her to do. because she doesn't know me from anywhere, you know. So that was very nice of her to do. Like that, and I like this that you can go live on your cell phone, but I kind of miss the interaction on the computer. Oh, Deb, I was in chat at Patty's Playhouse and they asked about you. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I should have been putting updates, but 1 minute you feel good, so you do a little bit of stuff around your house, and then it takes everything out of you. It's the downfalls of living alone. Is you don't have someone to help you out. You got to take care of this stuff. Well, I was actually, Armand, YT is pushing Karen Reed content to me. What's going on there was, as far as I have seen, she's getting a retrial. Oh, Louise, I'm sorry. I haven't even been in my emails. I will look and I definitely will respond to you. You don't have to worry about that. Deb says I had a hysterectomy and ovaries removed instant. I had already been through that, Deb. Fully through it, so that's why the doctor said let's just take care of it right now. Illnesses comes in waves of bad and better. Yep, I agree. I agree with that one. I truly do. Like I would have never thought, but so where the doctor would say to me, are you might get depressed, you might this, you might that, but when he found out that I had already been fully through menopause, then he was like, well, you're not really missing anything. I said, no, go for it. If it's gonna keep me healthy, I'd rather just be done with it. So I guess for me, I kind of went in with a better frame of mind. Unfortunately, for someone that was still wanting children or whatever, I could see how that could be quite devastating. But for me, it's just the recovery. And Louise, I will respond to you as soon as I'm done here. I try to always do that. I've been pretty good with that, but lately I haven't. But so, how's your coffee? Oh, Hugh, it's so good. It's so good. At least they can do that. At least that's the least they can do. If they can't have manners, they can at least make a good coffee. Yeah, so as far as I know about Karen Reed is that she's gotten a new trial. Let me just see. I'm gonna look, see if I can. See if I can. Well, hold on. I wanna I actually was gonna go. The coffee lid says thank you when you're done. My coffee is crisp. Oh, Louise, that's a good one. I was actually gonna go on the computer for probably an hour after this. I was done with having kids and had ovary cysts the size of 5 months, just baby, and another one several months later, removed it all. Good idea. I agree with it, Deb. Just be done with it. That's the way I looked at it. Hugh says add in French too. My coffee's gonna say merci, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. I am not good with French at all. I'm really not good with other languages. I know when I go somewhere different that speaks a different language, I know what I'd like to eat, so I know how to ask for that. As long as I can eat when I travel, I'm happy. Yes, Armand, it is the second language, but in schools in other provinces except for Quebec, you only take French from, well, when I was in school, you only took French from grade 5, 6, 7, and 8. So for 4 school years. And then once in high school. So all together 5. And I can honestly tell you, I do not know how I passed any of those 5 classes in 5 years, because all I knew how to ask for was, est-ce que je peux aller de salle de bain? May I please go to the bathroom? That's it. That's all I knew how to ask. Oh, that's it. In French, I know how to count to 20. Hello, thank you, and oh, I know the swear words. I know tabernacle, colis, sacrament. They swear on the church. Louise says, we go pee. They swear on the church. Mange la main. I can swear in French. I 100% can do that. I learned French in high school in Germany. When living in Germany, went to France, understood what was said in French, but could only think of answers in German. Oh, interesting. No, there's a big divide in Canada between all the other provinces and Quebec. There's a huge divide. Don't like each other, basically. And honestly, I would have rathered in school, they gave me an option of French or Spanish. I would have rathered have the option. But because I was being told I had to, I didn't like it. But I passed every French course I had, and like I said, I don't know how to write it. I don't know how to read it. I don't know how to talk. All I know is how to ask to go to the bathroom. I can order eggs and bacon. And as long as I can eat, like I said, as long as I can eat wherever I go, I'm happy. But it's really, really crazy that the German kids are giving the choice of a second language in English or French. See, that's the way it should be, because I definitely would have, I guess you'd call me stubborn, but I would have taken the option of Spanish instead of French. But also when I was in school and we were being taught French and all this, was back in the day when Quebec was wanting to separate from Canada. They wanted to be their own individual territory, or they could never be their own country. I remember one time they had talks with France to be a territory of France, and France said no, we don't want you. So there was always that animosity, especially between Ontario and Quebec, that it was just something I just didn't feel that I wanted to do. But like, you got people like Luis and great people. There is great people in Quebec, don't get me wrong. But the government in Quebec, and well, all government in Canada is ridiculous, but especially right now. You are right, Rochelle. I am Franco, Ontario, and wished I studied Spanish as well. Yeah. Like, just, I would have been able to order paella properly if I learned Spanish. I could have had a one-on-one conversation with Wendy and nobody else would know what we were talking about. Six years of Spanish. Armand, when in college in the early 90s, I went to France and the people refused to speak English, couldn't get directions, so I spoke in my mother tongue, and then they would ask if I was English. Oh, so I hear ya. It's an attitude. I don't understand what it is. It's an attitude. But we were in Ottawa. Now, anybody that doesn't know, Ottawa and Quebec are it's a bridge ride. You go over a bridge, you're in Hull, Quebec. Which, majority of people in Hull, Quebec work in Ottawa. So, Ottawa's English speaking. I was 16 or 17. And we decided there's a museum over the bridge from Ottawa into Hull, which is called Civilization of Man. And I enjoy museums. So we decided we were going to take a taxi over the bridge. We could have just walked. And went over to the museum. We got out of the museum and we tried to get a taxi to come back over to the hotel. And the taxi driver wouldn't even talk to us. Ottawa is Ottawa in French and English. The word is the same. And so he said, and so he wouldn't talk to us. So we were trying to figure out how to say taxi or whatever. What does the guy do? He says, "Don't be so lazy, walk." In English. I was like, are you crazy, man? I thought, are you crazy? Armand says, but when I went to business school in France in the mid-2000s, everyone was speaking English. Things have changed, yep. The deeper you go into Quebec, the more attitude you get. Like, if you go into Quebec City, oh, Lord, have mercy on your soul. Being English speaking in Quebec City, they won't even fly a Canadian flag. The only province in Canada that will not fly a Canadian flag. It baffles me to no end. Just baffles me. But boy, are they there. Is Montreal better? Yeah, Montreal, it is better, absolutely, than Quebec City. But if they don't have to speak English to you, they're not going to. but there is a bigger population of English speaking French in Montreal. Quebec City is, I'm going to call it old world, if that makes sense. And they're just very, very, very set in their ways in Quebec City. But Montreal, very weird, would be very hard to find a Canadian flag flying in Montreal. They just don't agree with it. But boy, oh boy, are they there when the budget comes and they need money. They got their hands out like a good thing. Louise, yeah, I love Montreal too, Louise. I do. Oh, the architecture. And that's the thing about in Quebec. The buildings, especially in Quebec City, they're just gorgeous. And thank you so much, Louise. I very much appreciate your support. The buildings are beautiful. Like, you can't, if you go into old Quebec, in Quebec City, it's cobblestone roads. It's just gorgeous. Like, I'll give them that. But I think so much of that because I love history. I love buildings. I love, like, there's going to be a time I get to go to Washington, D.C., and I just can't imagine. I'm going to be in awe of that. To see the history and the buildings. But I was going to go live probably within a half an hour because there's another channel I found that I really like. Hugh says, is so Toronto the fave? And Toronto's dirty. Toronto, I will always favor Toronto. Only because of my Toronto Maple Leafs and my Blue Jays. But the city itself, it's a concrete jungle, is all it is. There's no history to Toronto. There's no nothing. It's a concrete jungle, but it has a special place in my heart because of my Leafs and my Blue Jays. Deb says, I took a class on architecture in college and our class was in Germany. Oh, nice. Armand says, I have only been to Ottawa to give a speech to the government. Remember it to be very cold, but the Chinatown was nice. Chinatown is nice. You might need to give our government another speech, Armand. Hugh says, bring us to a live chat you were talking about. Okay, I will be. I'm gonna do that, Hugh. Beautiful old churches and buildings. That I do. I love that. I love going into old churches. A lot of construction in Toronto. Absolutely, Louise. Everywhere you look. Hugh says, I've never been to any major city in all of Canada. The farm or resort, small towns. Well, I'll tell you what. Come near Christmas, I'm going up to Ottawa to spend some time there with my son and that. So I'm going to take you guys on a live tour of Ottawa. I'm thinking probably, I might think about, my son's going to Toronto here soon. Not sure when, but maybe I could take you on a live tour of Toronto too. I've never been, Yeah, so I will do that. When I go to Ottawa, we'll definitely do a walking tour of Ottawa. See if I can get into anywhere to. I'm gonna see if I can get into Parliament, or I at least can walk around Parliament. Not just Toronto. No. I'll do Toronto too. Ottawa, I'm going up there in December for Christmas with my son, which is so nice to have Christmas with him. And I'll just bundle up because you're right, Ottawa gets bloody cold. When I went to Washington, D.C., I got the immediate sense that this is the capital of a superpower. Just that kind of vibe. Oh, I would almost bet I would probably agree with that. Oh, Louise says I'll be in Ottawa too. My favorite restaurant there is closing though. Oh. Well, maybe if our paths cross, Louise, we'll meet up in Ottawa. Hugh says, before you know it, Rochelle will have a travel show far south. Hey, I am fine with that. I am fine with doing. So I told my son I have a dream. This is my dream, guys. I'm going to put it out there in the universe and maybe it'll happen. Because I don't ever intend to be in another relationship. I just don't trust it. And I'm okay on my own. So I told my son when he was here that my dream is to get a motorhome, a Class A motorhome, and travel and go to trials all over Canada and the US. That's my absolute dream. Me and Jake on the road, taking the coffee crew to all the different trials, and seeing the world. Well, seeing not the world, but North America. Because as much as I'd like to say I'm brave, I would not travel to South America on my own. That's my dream. I was wondering what you were saying, Hugh. That's why I wasn't. Deb says that is what my husband and I want to do also, Rochelle. RV and travel. I have traveled, but husband has not. It's absolute. I figure, you know what? If I could. Now, the problem is, obviously, you can't do it just with YouTube because you can't make a living. Well, Rochelle on Crime and Coffee can't make a living on YouTube to do that. But I figured if I did 6 months of traveling through the States and then came to Canada in the spring and summer, I could work and then just take 6 months in the winter and travel through the southern part of the States. But that is my dream. Because I'm allowed through my passport to live in or travel through the States for 6 months. Sorry, but in print it looked well. It's okay, Hugh. I was like, what is Hugh saying? Like I found a Class A RV that would really suit me and Jake, and I looked into you have to have a special license to drive one of those. In Canada, you have to have a Class A license, which it's really confusing to me. Is all you have to do is go and write the test. You don't even have to do a driving test. So fingers weren't meant for the yellow pages, much less this tiny keyboard. Oh, we're showing our age now, Hugh, when we know what the yellow pages are. Yeah, they my disability would support us as we have no bills but rent, electric, internet, food. I would get the same amount of money, even traveling and more, because not paying bills but for RV costs. Yeah, so like I've seen some of these and they're just beautiful. Like some of them are ridiculous, like mansions on wheels. Well, the one I was looking at is Class A RV. It's an Encore. And it even has like a little office in it. It was just so freaking cute. Armand says, I'm going to Brazil and Argentina soon, not doing it alone with a tour group. Oh, good for you, Armand. That's amazing. Spell check is killing me, who says. That's amazing, Armand. That's another, I'd love to see Brazil and Argentina. But I have a traveler's soul. I know that. I know I have a traveler's soul. I know that I would not miss basically a home base. I wouldn't miss it. Because I've seen myself, like videos, things like that when I travel, and I just come alive. Deb says, I want to go to Ireland and Argentina or Australia. If you go to Ireland, wear a Canadian patch. And Scotland. If you go to Scotland or Ireland, somewhere on your clothing, a Canadian pin, whatever. They just love us there. Collect call from Hugh Hefner. Operator hangs up. Me in the 60s growing up with a famous name. Oh, that would have been brilliant. Oh. Oh, I bet you they are. I bet you those falls are beautiful, Armand. You'll have to share pictures, Armand, of your trip. You were in Dublin. Nice. Deb says, I'm part Irish. Hugh, I can't even imagine how troubling that would have been for you. Especially if when you were younger and you were out trying to pick up girls and you're like, my name's Hugh Hefner. That would have been something. That would have been funny to see. Or your buddies. Oh, who's your best friend? Hugh Hefner. Yeah, okay, right, they'd say. Have sent me a letter when I was 18. I sent him a letter about the grief my name caused. Did you keep that letter, Hugh? Oh, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant that he wrote you. Thanks, man. Thanks for. Did he send you a robe at least? A monogram robe? I don't know if I would have wanted to touch it, but you know what I'm saying. He could have at least give you a monogram robe. That would have been funny. Or a tour of his mansion. Absolutely, Armand. You should have paid your way there. I have the letter framed, sling, with an invite to the mansion Sunday roller derby or his tennis court. Oh, geez, so he did give you an invite. Wow. I was already living in Long. Oh, wow. That is interesting, Hugh. You have definitely had interesting life, that's for sure. Don't go in the grotto. It's been what I calls colorful life. Could you imagine what that mansion actually truly did look like in the inside? I picture a lot of I don't know why I picture it like Liberace, but I could picture him living like that. Like very flashy. It's very dark wood everywhere. Oh, really? So not flashy, but like I wonder why it would be so dark and not vibrant. Expensive carved wood. Jeez. Whatever did happen to the mansion? Was it sold? Or did one of his girlfriends get it? Because didn't he have quite a few? But guys, I just set up a live on the desktop because unfortunately it won't let me get into this one. So if you don't mind and want to join me, it's sold to a guy that kept him live there until his death. Oh, wow. Shocked he didn't open it up as a kind of a museum afterwards. I got a notification of you going live on another stream. Yeah, so I was just going to shut this one down and go live on the other one because for some reason YouTube won't let me just jump in on the on the desktop, so I had to set up a new one. Obviously there is consideration about doing an Elvis style museum. Huh. Because he'd probably make a lot of money off of the mansion if he allowed people like Graceland. He'd probably make lots and lots of... Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to end that and I'm going to go live on another stream. And hopefully I'll see you there. Alright, thanks for joining me guys. Be right back.